Students, welcome back to Talent and Knowledge Management classes. In the last class, we have discussed about, in the last classes, we have discussed about understanding about talent and talent management. What are the elements of talent management? This in the elements we have, in the depth we have understood what is attracting, retaining, and developing the talent. Those things. And in the last class, we have discussed about the focus of the talent, uh, that is the scope, importance, and benefits of the having talent management in any organization. So we are going to discuss today about this second part, that is knowledge management. So what? So first, before understanding the talent management, we have seen that what is talent. Then we have understood what is talent management. Similarly, today we are going to see what is knowledge and what is knowledge management. So you all might be knowing that knowledge manage what is knowledge. Okay, if you ask me what is talent, I would have I've told that it is a set of, it is a sum of uh, it is a sum, talent is a sum of skills, ability, aptitude, okay, personality, all those things we have seen that about McKinsey has given. And dictionary meaning also we have seen that talent is a aptitude and skill of any person. Similarly, knowledge means know, right? Know means you have some knowledge about something. Whenever I say that do you know something, so it means do you have any knowledge of anything. Know is a shortcut of knowledge. So how the talent is a set of skills, abilities, and aptitude of a person. Knowledge is a person's awareness, a person's familiarity, and person's level of understanding of certain particular aspects or things. We call it as a knowledge. Okay, so knowledge includes the facts, information. Okay, it includes any level of experience, education, okay, and also skills. Okay, so how knowledge is perceived, knowledge is accumulated or acquired by learning. Okay, so how do you learn the skills? So by any skill, say for example stitching skill will you learn by training, proper training, instruction. How do you know the facts information? By searching about particular thing, you know about the facts and information. So what are you doing here? So you're learning something. So your learning is called as knowledge. Okay, so your level of learning your is called as knowledge. So it is a complementary. Knowledge and learning are the complementary. What is the level of your learning will be defined by what is the level of knowledge you gain from that learning. Okay, so knowledge is not only a ability or an aptitude of a person. It is a it is more of external. Okay, it is more of where you accumulate it from the outside environment. It is not like it is inbuilt or inherited. Okay, knowledge is which is something which is you acquire from learning process, by perception or by education or by experience. Okay, so what you learn, you gain, you search for the information, for the facts, or you understand the things, or you get familiar with some things. So this is called as knowledge. Okay, so knowledge management, when you apply this knowledge thing like searching for the facts, information, having information inside you about knowing about something, having the skills, knowing about the skills what is required for to perform something. So all those things, if you put it together, that your experience, education, and level of learning into the management system, so that will become knowledge management. Okay, so knowledge management, it is a definition which is given by McLaren. So he says that knowledge management is an effort to increase useful knowledge within the organization, ways to Do this include encouraging communication, offering opportunities to learn, and promoting the sharing of appropriate knowledge and facts? Okay, so what this definition is saying, so knowledge management, why in the organization they have a knowledge management, is called as a knowledge management. The people, the organization who are following the knowledge management, they are making an effort, to use the knowledge which is already existed in the organization, to communicate the information, to communicate the fact, to motivate the employees, to give them a scope to perform, to give them a platform to perform. You need to give them a information, updation, a learning ability, an opportunity to them, uh, you know to share the knowledge, to develop their knowledge. Okay, which in fact will make them perform better. And if they have any knowledge, it is not like only you are providing the knowledge to the your employees. Employees also indeed giving the knowledge to a knowledge database to your organization. So you have to promote the sharing of the knowledge between the you know organization and the employees. So this is the knowledge management, how it happens. This is about what the definition is trying to inform us about the knowledge management. So next we are going to see the knowledge management system. So in the previous slide we have seen what is knowledge, what is knowledge management. If you put knowledge into the knowledge management and knowledge management, you have to put it in the knowledge management system. So in knowledge management, what we have seen, in knowledge management we have seen that it is knowledge management is, it is encouraging the communication. uh, it is encouraging the communication and offering opportunities to learn. Okay, it makes people to exchange the ideas, right, and take the ideas from the organization, take the information, learning from the organization, right, and opportunities to learn, right. This knowledge management, if you put it in the knowledge management system. So knowledge management system is what, why management system is installed and practiced in any organization, because knowledge management system aims to get right information to the right people at the right time. Okay, so if you see this, right information to the right person at the right time. Okay, so whenever it is required by an employee, if he is performing some task, say for example, if you are a software developer, you are working on some programming of that software, or you have started to develop that software, you are in a requirement, you have faced some, problem, or you require some additional knowledge about it. So that particular time, if the your knowledge management system would provide your employee with the information required, or a training required, or learning level required, that would be, you know uh, because of the knowledge management system. Okay, so knowledge management system act as a tools. Okay, it act as a tool for analysis of information and uh, respond to them as at a faster rate. So knowledge management system is a tool where you have a knowledge management system is nothing but having your entire knowledge in as a database. It is a, it is not only a physical, like storing them in a hard drive or in your computer, in your organization server. Okay, knowledge management is also people inside the organization. You are a software developer, if your team lead is helping you in developing that software whenever you're stuck somewhere, so that is also a knowledge, part of the knowledge management system. It is not like you have to visit the drive or a server and you have to, extract the data from there, and you have to learn about it, read about it, then you have to learn about it, then you have to apply that into the your performance. No, it is not like that. Okay, if you're any person, if you're any experienced person, if he's teaching you on your job, only on the job training is given at the spot, then it is also a practice of knowledge management system. Okay, so So this practice is widely now adopted in organization to become competitive advantage, to achieve the competitive advantage, and face the to stand to stand sustainably in the competitive environment. So why we analyze the information? We analyze the information and develop methods to achieve the organizational goals. Ultimately, what we achieve is to achieve the organizational goals only we give the information, right? So we give the information uh, to perform to make employees perform and employees to achieve the goals. So now we have seen talent and knowledge, talent management and knowledge management. Now we have to think about why knowledge management here we are discussing, and they look similar, right? Talent and knowledge management, we supplementary, we use them together, we always talk about them. Talent, your subject name is also talent and knowledge management. So what is that makes them different? Okay, what is the talent and knowledge management are different? Okay, so this is we will know by understanding how talent person is different from a knowledgeable person. So most organization do not know how to distinguish between their talent and the knowledge workers. Okay, they are not the same people. They are the different categories of people. A talented person is a different person, a knowledgeable person is a different person. So most of the organization who does not make any different, they do not make any differentiation. Okay, so what we can say that all talents are knowledge workers. Okay, but not all the knowledge workers are talents. Okay, this is something like what we are saying. All talents are knowledge worker means all talented people are having a knowledge, but the people, everybody who is having a knowledge are not talented people. Okay, so don't get confused here. So talent is greater than knowledge, I can say. Talent are more than knowledge workers. Okay, every organization needs both talent workers and the knowledge workers. So what madam is confusing as talent knowledge, what it is? Okay, knowledge, you may say that just because a person is a brilliant, or he's a PhD in some subject, we cannot say him as a talented person. We can say he is having a knowledge in that particular field because he's PhD in that field. Okay, he studied, he's an intelligent person, so we may conclude him as a knowledgeable person. But if you give him a task to achieve within a 2 days, give a target and ask him to achieve, he might not perform that particular task and achieve the target. So that is how your talented person will differentiate from the knowledgeable person. Okay, you need not to have a PhD or a, too much education or a qualification to be a talented person. Okay, if you see history of development of entrepreneurs, the greatest entrepreneurs, you might see that they are the college dropouts. Okay, they are the people who thought out of the box, and they broke the chain of learning, and the college, you have to go to the school, you have to go to the college, you have to have a degree to do something. They have broke that chain. So that's why the talent is different and the knowledge is different. So talent worker is a different worker, the knowledge worker is a different worker. So you might ask, madam, is it then we should only hire the talented person? Why the knowledge is not necessary here? No, the organization will not work that way. Okay, it is always a negative and a positive mixture would only give you the energy, right? So it isn't. I'm not saying that anybody is negative here. I'm just giving you the example of how energy work. So I'm saying here, to operate successfully, any organization to operate successfully, both talent and knowledge workers are required. Okay, uh, we can convert the knowledge workers by proper guidance through the talent. Talented people can guide them properly to make them a talented people. Okay, um, but most of them, they don't make transformation. They stay back as a knowledgeable worker, not a talented worker. So that's okay, but we can, any organization can try to transfer them from a knowledgeable worker to a talent resource. Okay, so we'll see that what are the difference that make a knowledgeable worker to from different from a talent worker. Okay, the first difference which I have given here: talent make and break the rules, and knowledge workers conserve the rules. Now you may say that, madam, they are breaking the rules. Talent people are breaking. You said the talent people are the more better than the knowledge workers, but knowledge workers are conserving the rules, but talent workers are breaking the rules. Okay, I'm not talking about here breaking any policies or having an unethical practice in the business. So breaking the rules means they will not follow a particular sequence of process which your organization have. uh, they will not think traditionally. They will not hand to the banyan tree which is planted by their grandfather. Okay, so what they think out of the box. They think of out of the system. They think more than the system. They try to improvise the system. They try to improvise the process. So that is what I'm saying here: break the rules. It is not the breaking the rules by practicing any unethical practices of business. Okay, so they'll not follow the they will not, after a we have to go to the step b, step b, we have to go to the step c in the business. That is not that kind of um, process is not applicable in these days, because it is a very dynamic situation what we say in the business environment. So that's why the talent workers will think out of the box. They deviate from the process and find the new route for that process. Okay, so that is what I'm saying here: breaking the rules. And knowledge workers, they won't dare to do this. They are conservative workers. They follow the sequence. They follow the process. Whatever ask them to do, they will do that much only. Okay, they will not uh, do any extra thing which is which is required to do that, because they don't understand that kind of this thing. So that's why here we can say that knowledge workers are proactive people. Okay, there are two type of people. One are active, another one is proactive, right? So what are active people? Active people, active means whatever the situation you have, you just act accordingly to solve that situation. Okay, that is active person. Proactive person is you analyze the situation before it comes, and you are ready to face that situation with a better solution. It is just like Virat Kohli facing the analyzing the ball before it is the bowler is throwing it, and he's analyzing the fielders, what is the um, position of every fielder in the ground, and he's making a gap to hit that boundary. So that kind of what we say, that is a proactive system. Goalkeepers, in hockey and football, if you see, they're the they think proactively in which direction the goal may come. How I have to, after he is hitting the shot or after kicking the ball, the goalie is not going to protect it. He thinks proactively. He thinks proactively that in which direction he might, what is his left leg, what is his right leg, in which position he's standing, how much he's bending. So all analytics he do, and he proactively, defend that goal, goalkeeper. So that is how in the business or environment also we have to react. We have to act, not react. Okay, when the situation happens, we start acting. But proactive people are not like that. They analyze the situation you know before it happens. Okay, they forecast it, that it might happen in the future like this, so they'll be ready with the better solutions or a better analysis of that problem, how to react in a particular situation. Okay. uh, so in the generally knowledge workers, they'll not think out of the box, or they be they are not the uh, they are not like creative, initiative, inventive, or directive like talented people. Okay, the talented people are always creative. They initiate things, they invent things. They are better in giving directions, but the knowledge workers are better in taking directions. Okay, they work within the set rules, and uh, set step stages of the performance. Okay, you may say that they are the obedient people, which is required in the organization. Obedience employees also, which is required in the organization. Okay, it is not like they are not required in the organization, not like that. So for to give an example here, I want to quote an example here. After World War II, or during the World War, uh, this what we the famous management expert who worked in quality aspects very much, that Edward Deming. He's an American engineer. So he is a management consultant. He started consulting and suggesting the American companies that you think about the quality of your products. Just improvise your quality, improvise your quality. He was continuously instructing the organizations of the American country. But the American country, the West world, what they did is they ignored it. Okay, they didn't listen to him. Somehow the 30 years passed away, and in 1980s also he started saying that you are not thinking about the quality. Then the Western people, they started giving him a point that yes, he had a point, that we didn't listen to him, and we it already became late that Japanese already taken over the many of the industries. So the Japanese have already given the importance to the quality, and their products are considered as the best quality products in the world. So they have understood it very, Americans understood it very lately. So the idea provided uh, to society, uh, that has gained very slowly by the Western world. Okay, so breaking the rules is not necessary. Uh, it is like changing the way of doing it. Breaking the rules means, yeah. So that's, you have to keep it in mind. Next point, students. So talent create, knowledge workers implement. Okay, talent creates. Okay, knowledge workers implement that. Okay, so here also I'm saying these are the proactive. If we say the people who are proactive, who are innovative, who are creative, so these people try to create things, try to invent things, right? So whatever created, whatever the process or the product or the any system which is created by the talented people, which will be implemented by the knowledge workers. Okay, it is not enough only to create, there should be some people to implement it, right? So they complement each other, talent workers and the knowledge workers here complementing each other, by talent is creating and knowledge is implementing. Okay, so this is how it works. Like talents are, they are creative people, but creative talents need support from the knowledge worker, so that to make that product and services to reach their customer, right? uh, so say for example, scientists are the talent. You can say that the scientists who are working, a kind of Einstein level of scientists, they'll be having ideas. Okay, say for example, like research guides also, your PhD guides also, they'll be having ideas, experience, knowledge. So they, what they'll do, they will seek the research, their ideas and research by their assistants. Okay, scholars and assistants. So the talented person should seek the help, or they have to work together to make that goal reachable. Okay, you are in the business to reach your customer for providing service or a product. So talented people and knowledgeable people has to work together, so the talent can create the idea and knowledge can implement the idea. So this is the concept behind the combination of talent and knowledge management. Okay, next one, talent initiate change, knowledge support the change. Okay, here also initiation is done by the talent. Okay, so if any changes required in a product, process, or a system, so what we have to do, what they do is they initiate the change. Okay, they think creatively, and they start the change. Change should happen. Then who will support it? The knowledge worker will support it. Okay, so the talents can feel the need of initiating the change uh, before it becomes the necessary. You might the talents organize it that they forecast the coming situation, and before it feels that everybody change is not required, people might think, but the talent, they predict that the change should come. Okay, so what they do then, they need to initiate the change before it becomes necessary to change. Okay, um, but talents need the visionary knowledge workers who support the change. Okay, so if they just initiate the change and nobody is ready to accept the change, then that would be a problem. So talents will initiate the change. So that's why the knowledge would be, they would uh, accept the change and they implement the change. So without the support of knowledge workers, it would not be possible for talents to bring any kind of changes in the organization. Okay. Um, Next one is going to the next point. Talent innovates, knowledge workers learn. Okay, again, talent are innovating here. Okay, knowledge workers are learning from the talent. Okay, uh, so here, whatever the new product processes, stages, system, we are that will be innovated by the talented workers, and that will be learned by the knowledge workers. Okay, that will be learned by the knowledge workers. Talent are the kind of, it is a teacher student relations. We can say that talented people, talented resources are like a teachers, and knowledge workers are like a student. Say your manager is a talent worker, and an engineer working under his knowledge worker. So we may say that the talented person, if he's stuck in some stage, that the manager would help him in solving that issue. Okay, so that is how it works. Next, talent directs, knowledge works, act. Knowledge workers act. So talent direct knowledge workers to perform the work. Okay, good knowledge worker learn from the talented person. They synchronize it. Okay, they both talented worker and the knowledgeable workers, they synchronize it. They take the guidance and the direction from the talented person, and they according to work act means performance. Okay, so according to that, by the guidance and the direction of the talented person, a knowledgeable worker will act or perform within the with the direction of talent, perform the work. And knowledge workers carry out the work which matches his direction. It is not like taking the direction and ignoring it. Should match the his work. Okay. Going to the next point, talent inspire and lift people. Knowledge worker receive the information and motivation. It is like talented people are like a leader. Okay, they inspire people, they lift people. Lifting people means they make them perform. Okay, so they make them the talented person inspire them. Okay, uh, if you want any talented person want to lift the people, make them work better, uh, those people then they think that those people who are following me, or who are getting inspired from me, who are knowledge worker, should get successful. Okay, so that is the concept behind this. The talents need to work on their uh, work on the strategies to motivate the knowledge workers, where they can receive the direction, guidance and information, and they can perform better. Okay. uh, that's how we can how we can do is, um, if you're a talented manager and you have 10 knowledgeable workers, for example, reporting to you, if you're a manager, and you have some 10 team leads under you reporting you, so you need to take time to get them to share their plans, their objective, their goals in the organization for themselves, and what are the ideas they have. So by that, by sharing that kind of their feelings towards the organization, or to any towards their work, so that kind of cordial relationship will happen between you and your team leads. So you can inspire them, and you can make them achieve that particular target what they have becoming. So we cannot expect that every out of 10 everybody will achieve that. So we have to in certain stage, some 5 to 6 members can achieve it. So you have to motivate them, you have to inspire them, other people to become like another 5 6 in the group. Likewise, we have to inspire and gift the people. Okay, so this is about today's class. Talent and knowledge management, how the talent is different from the knowledge management. I hope you have understood it, and thanks for listening to me.